they did? They started looking at what's good for me before what's good for we. We have to come together and then decide where each individual goes. It's not something that they should have decided on their own and suggested on their own. It was something that should have come from the whole Council of Israel. Yes, they had an argument, legitimate argument, but their first focus on themselves, as opposed to that they were part of the greater group, that is no good. You see, when you're in a society, a time, when people have to rally together, let's say we're in Michigan now, and we have to rally together to make Michigan work. Now, we know there's problems, but if you're going to go ahead and have Wayne County trying to outdo Oakland County and trying to steal jobs from Washington County, vice versa, then you've got an unhealthy situation. You've got competition among people who should be cooperating together to make new things. For there is a blessing when people get together, black people, white people, red people, yellow people. When we all get together, we can create a marvelous, marvelous place to live, a marvelous, marvelous engine for industry. But it's when people are divided, when you divide people and make it first and foremost us, me, before the we. Yes, you have to be self-reliant, yes, but you have to think collectively, not as a socialist, but you have to look at a problem in unity, because we're in trouble as a community. And so therefore we all have to get together and be one for all, for Michigan. And that's the same thing is true with the Bnei Gad, the people of God and Reuven. They thought about themselves first and foremost. Then they thought what they could do for their fellow. Well, that's not right. When you're in a position where you have to, the whole community has to be dealt with and is in danger and has to establish itself, then you have to go together as a group and then as a group decide what would be best for each individual. But they did the opposite. They first decided what was best for them as an individual. And Moses saw that. Moses sensed that. And as much and as compensative as they were in going at the vanguard, that they were the ones who were going to go in the front, and they were going to fight the battles in the front lines. They're going to put their lives on the line more than the other people. Guess what? In the end, Moses saw that what would happen. In the end, they became separated from everybody else, because when you start off with me, you don't worry about we. And even if you compensate for a while, you go back to the way your natural tendencies. And guess what? If you look in the book of Judges, in the Song of Deborah, why, the tribe of Naphtali was going to defend the northern part of Israel. The tribe of Reuben was nowhere to be found. Why did the Reubenites not help their brethren? Well, guess what? It's obvious. When you start off with me, you can't think of we. And that's something that we have to learn even today. As Jews, the antidote for the destruction of the temple is we, and as people, the antidote for economic difficulties and other difficulties that face the community is going at it together as one. You have to think in terms of the community. And if you do, God will bless all of our efforts, physically, materially, as well as spiritually.